What if the betrayal that finally broke Prince Harry didn't come from Meghan's past, but from someone he once called Dad? In a bombshell development that's shaking both Hollywood and royal circles, multiple insiders claim Prince Harry caught Meghan Markle in a secret, intimate relationship with none other than his mentor and father figure, David Foster. The man Harry once leaned on for support is now at the center of a scandal involving a $150 million betrayal, emotional manipulation, and shocking bedroom surveillance. What started as whispers has erupted into a full-blown war, with Harry reportedly preparing to strike back, not just in private, but in court. And what Meghan is accused of doing next will leave you speechless. Stay with us. This story could rewrite everything you thought you knew about their marriage and the powerful men behind it. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. It started with a quiet evening in Montecito, California. The kind of evening Prince Harry had come to appreciate in his post-royal life, removed from the flashing cameras, the suffocating protocols, and the palatial walls that had for so long kept him trapped in a gilded cage. The Sussex residence, nestled among the sun-drenched hills, was supposed to be a sanctuary. But that night, it became a war zone. That night, Prince Harry opened a door and walked into a betrayal so deeply personal, so unthinkably humiliating, that it would not only shatter his already fragile marriage, but set in motion a chain of events that could destroy everything he thought he had built in America. The woman standing in the center of it all? Meghan Markle, his wife, his partner, the mother of his children, and the man she was allegedly found with? Not a stranger, not a nameless fling, but the one man Harry trusted like a father, David Foster. The multimillionaire music producer who had, over the past few years, quietly filled a role Prince Harry had been craving since the death of his own father figure, Princess Diana. David wasn't just a friend of the family. He was a mentor, a financial backer, a protector. He was, by Harry's own admission in closed circles, the man he would call if everything fell apart. And now, he was the very reason it did. What Harry allegedly saw that night, and the fallout that followed, has become one of the most explosive royal-adjacent stories since Meghan and Harry's Oprah interview. But unlike that well-scripted and heavily edited spectacle, this new chapter has no teleprompter, no soft lighting, and no handlers pulling the strings. This is raw. This is real. This is the moment Prince Harry decided to fight back. In the days following the alleged affair, whispers began to ripple through Hollywood and Westminster alike. Journalists camped outside the Montecito mansion. Anonymous insiders leaked cryptic comments to tabloids. Social media sleuths began connecting the dots between photos, flight records, and offhand remarks made in podcast interviews. What emerged was a mosaic of betrayal, manipulation, and a suspected multi-million-dollar power grab so bold, it would make even the most seasoned tabloid editor raise an eyebrow. At the center of the storm, Prince Harry appeared broken. Not just hurt, but wounded in a way that seemed to shake his very identity. This wasn't about infidelity alone. This wasn't just the collapse of a marriage. This was a soul-level betrayal, one that called into question his decision to leave the royal family, to turn his back on centuries of tradition, and to entrust his future to a woman whose loyalty now stood accused. And yet, even as the media sharpened its knives and the world took sides, Prince Harry refused to disappear. Behind the scenes, a very different version of Harry was beginning to emerge. No longer the naive spare exiled by his own choice. No longer the Hollywood husband playing second fiddle in a curated Netflix fantasy. This Harry was angry, strategic, and uncharacteristically silent. A silence that only deepened the tension as insiders hinted that he was building a legal and financial counterattack designed not just to reclaim his dignity, but to strip Meghan Markle of the very empire they had built together. But how did it come to this? How did two people who once held hands beneath the bright lights of royal tours and charity galas end up on opposing sides of what now looks like $1 billion divorce chessboard? The clues were there all along. Many say, hidden in body language, interviews, subtle shifts in tone and appearance. But nothing could have prepared the public for the bombshell that was reportedly dropped in private one night in April. Harry, returning from a solo charity trip in Canada, arriving home earlier than expected, only to find the car of David